You guys, we have all new Tamagotchi Uni DLC news, and I am so excited! Hi everyone, my name is Julie, and I am the co-host of the New York City Tamagotchi Club, as well as a lifelong Tamagotchi collector. I've been collecting since 2005. You may know me from TikTok. If you don't already know me, I have been on TikTok as a content creator for about 2 years now. I make a lot of Tamagotchi news update videos as well as showing my collection. Unfortunately, TikTok is having a very rough time in the United States right now, so I have started prioritizing my YouTube and my Instagram channels. Thus is why I am recording in landscape today as opposed to vertical. Late last night, Bandai announced an all-new Tamagotchi Uni DLC, and it looks really cool. Something that you may not realize if you haven't been in the community for a long time is that this new Tamagotchi Uni DLC is actually a reference to some stuff from about 2012, 2013. And if you didn't know that, that's okay. We're going to discuss all of that today in this video. So without further ado, let's get into it. So late last night, Bandai announced the DoriTama School Tamagotchi Uni DLC, and it was a big deal because it kind of came out of nowhere. Oh, the matchmaker. Wait, I'm not even kidding. The matchmaker just showed up. Hold on. We're getting married. We're getting married. That's so cute! So, in case you haven't heard, late last night, Bandai announced the all-new DoriTama School Tamagotchi Uni DLC. You're going to be able to travel to the Tamaverse and experience school. So if you've ever wanted to take your Tamagotchi Uni to school, now's your chance. This is the first Tamagotchi Uni DLC that we have gotten in 2025. The last one that we got was called the Poco P Land DLC, which, you know, was mixed, that I made a video about. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Unfortunately, a lot of overseas Tamagotchi Uni fans did not try that one because we liked it. It was nice, but unfortunately, I think a lot of people who do not live in Japan, so Tamagotchi players who are based overseas, did not know what it was. It had cute items, the characters were really nice, but unfortunately most of us did not really understand the reference, so I think that was one that a lot of Tamagotchi Uni owners, fans, skipped. Don't get mad at me, Bandai. I know we work together sometimes, so don't be sad. I thought it was cool. So a lot of people, when it was first announced, immediately thought of the Tamagotchi School, which is an actual Tamagotchi device that was released in the early 2000s alongside the original Tamagotchi connections. And I thought this too, but actually, it's not actually based on the Tamagotchi School. Surprising, right? The DoriTama School Tamaverse ticket is not, and I repeat, not based on the Tamagotchi School. It's actually based on the Tamagotchi P. So the Tamagotchi P is an interesting one. It was released in very late 2012. Most people remember playing it in 2013, especially if you lived overseas, because back in those days it was a lot harder to get packages on time, especially if you were ordering from Japan, and I remember this myself. I did not see a Tamagotchi P for a very long time, but a lot of people who have played the Tamagotchi P may or may not know this. There are a lot of references on this device to the Tamagotchi anime, and at the time it was airing a series that was called the Yume Kira Tamagotchi anime. It was a fun, short couple seasons of the anime where the Tamagotchi cast, the main three, and a few other characters traveled to something called the Dream School. So for those of you who did not see the anime, the Dream School was a special location where Tamagotchi characters would go to learn about what they wanted to do. You would go to find your dreams. It was a little bit different from the regular Tamagotchi School that was present very often in the original anime series as well as the films, but if you watch that anime, it was how we were introduced to Kiraichi, Yumemichi, Julichi, which is actually my favorite Tamagotchi character, so that's cool, and several others, and that is super interesting because if you have seen the different new items that are present on this new Tamagotchi Uni DLC, you may notice that they're actually the same items and characters that were present in that anime. A lot of people outside of Japan probably did not know this because the anime actually never aired here. Instead, you may remember, if you're a longtime collector like myself, that they actually used to have webisodes that they posted on the Tamagotchi website during the Tamagotchi Friends era. And the episodes were literally called Tamagotchi Friends. They renamed the anime. And the thing is, they didn't just rename the anime, they actually did like a supercut. So the regular anime has a lot of content that the supercut webisode English dub version does not have. It was actually cut up into very small pieces, and it's cute, don't get me wrong, but if you haven't seen the full anime, I highly recommend that over the English dub webisode version because they're not equal. They're not the same. Trust me. So why is it called DoriTama School? Why is the DLC called that? Well, in Japanese, the anime referred to the Dream Tama School as the DoriMu Skuru, with Dream School. It's like saying the Dream School Tamagotchi DLC. There you go. So we're not just visiting the normal Tamagotchi school location from the anime, we're also visiting the Dream School. So your Tamagotchi is going to be going on a trip to learn about what it likes to do, what its dreams are, which is kind of perfect if you're asking me for the Tamagotchi Uni, because the Tamagotchi Uni is all about being like unique and united and universal. That's the message, right? So it makes perfect sense to me that they would focus on the Dream School, which would allow your Tamagotchi to enjoy its full potential. It really does feel like we're gonna have a good time. I'm excited for this DLC, and I hope you guys are too. So if you are wondering how you can get this Tamagotchi Uni downloadable Tamaverse ticket for your device, you're going to have to go to the Tamaverse ticket shop. It is very common, especially on TikTok, where I get a lot of people asking me how they can actually download the DLC. They ask me for codes and stuff like that. This is a very, very common thing. Although I cannot give you individual codes, what I can tell you is that if you go to the Tamaverse ticket shop, it is literally a website on Tamagotchi's end. You can go there, buy a ticket. There is a free ticket available. It is called the Very Berryland DLC, and I've made a video about that before if you want to go check that out. But this one is going to cost money. I'm assuming it's probably going to cost the same amount as the others have, which is probably around $7 USD. Once you purchase your ticket, they will send you an email with the code. You will then download that code to up to 3 Tamagotchi Uni devices. So you can actually share it with a friend. If you want to have 3 different friends, I'll share one code. You can do that. Although, if you have a 4th friend, they may have to get their own. Sorry, 4th friend. Let's talk a little bit about the characters that we're going to get on the new Tamagotchi Uni DLC, because I think this is very interesting. So we're going to have Yumemichi, Kiraichi, Miraichi, Kululuchi, Kuromamechi, and 2 new Tamagotchi characters that are never before seen. This is Tape Penchi and Octobasketchi. Can you guess what they're based on? Come on, you could do this. One of them is literally a tape penguin, and the other is a basketball octopus. And I think that's really cute. I'm definitely a fan. I really love that Bandai has been listening to our feedback. A lot of the community very recently has been asking a lot for Bandai to give us new characters in their DLCs as opposed to just the same few characters that we can get over and over again with different costumes. This is totally new. All of these characters are characters that we haven't been able to get before, unless you count Yumemichi and Kiraichi, which technically this is the first time that we're getting those specific characters because they were not technically the same in the Angel Festival Monster Carnival. Those were actually different characters. Fun fact. These are characters directly from the anime, so if you want to prepare, go watch some anime. The anime is totally available on YouTube for free. Just saying. It also looks like there are references to the anime based on the few screenshots that we have. In the anime, there are episodes that feature these exact scenes. So your Tamagotchi is basically going to be in an episode of the anime. I think that's really cool. So if you'd like to prepare for this new downloadable content, here's what you should do. If I were you, I would go back and refresh on some of the anime, because even the items on the Tamagotchi Uni DLC are based on items that were in the anime, which is so cool. As somebody who was in high school when the anime came out, I'm very excited. And after you watch the anime, or if you've already seen the anime recently, maybe pick up a Tamagotchi P and play that for a bit. I don't know. It's from the same era, so it'll probably give you the same vibe. Probably. What do you think about the new Tamagotchi Uni DLC? Do you have any things that you'd like to add that I didn't touch on? Please let me know. If so, I am really excited to see all new characters in this DLC that we have not had on the Tamagotchi Uni before. And it also just makes me feel very happy that Bandai continues to bring up older characters, older references that older Tamagotchi fans recognize, like myself. I just want to say props to Bandai for listening to community feedback. It has been a long-standing thing that a lot of people in the community had been asking for these new characters, completely different characters to play with, and they listened. We have a completely new set of characters that none of us thought we were getting so suddenly late last night. I really look forward to March 13th, and I will be paying very close attention. I will be reviewing the downloadable content in another video later on. If you have stuck with me this long, thank you for listening. I am so excited to be prioritizing videos here on YouTube now. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, you guys, and unlike short form content, which I've been making for the past 2 years on TikTok, I think longer form content will be great because it'll give me more opportunities to talk to you guys like this and elaborate more on things, as opposed to having to fit a very short time frame. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!